It's super early in the morning. We had a very early weekend. We went to bed at 4 a.m. We were up around 6. Getting ready for the UFC Expo. It went really well. We had a really, really good time. Then Southwest Airlines happened. But wait! We ate a shitload of donuts. A shitload of donuts and Wendy's hamburgers. Then we sat on Southwest Airlines, crammed together like sardines. It was super hot and it smelled like beef soup. It really did smell like beef soup. And the little lady kept talking to you, going, "Don't beat me up. Ha ha ha. Don't beat me up. Ha ha ha. Don't beat me up." Hey, folks, this is your captain speaking. We're going to sit on the runway till about Tuesday. Unfortunately, we're having a problem with our brakes, or who gives a shit? Anyway, you'll be here forever, ever, ever. Finally, I fell asleep. I slept for a long time, and we were still on the tarmac. We were still on the freaking tarmac. Then we flew to Los Angeles with no food in our bellies. I couldn't find my car in that massive parking lot. The sun was beating down. We got in the car, Brendan and I, starving, and rushed to Joe Rogan and did the Fighter Companion. That took about 3 hours, and finally we made it to Scopa, one of our favorite restaurants.
If not our favorite.
This is still a song.
This is still a song?
And
okay.
we sat there, and it was about 10 o'clock. Brendan stuck his nose in the phone, and he was super, super rude. He ate the food that I paid for, and then he goes, "Peace!" And he left in my car! In my car! And I had to have my friends who felt awkward drive me.
That's 100% what happened.
That's exactly 100% what happened.
Bro, first of all...
Awkward! That's my giant friend who doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's looking at Twitter comments or something.
I wasn't. I was texting, and listen.
Good. For sure don't have your nose in your phone. It couldn't have been ruder. His elbows were off the table.
No, hold up. Slow your roll.
Double thumbing, by the way. Double thumbing.
I was knuckle deep into my phone.
I mean double thumbing.
Bro, first of all, let's set the scenario here. So we get done with UFC Expo, literally working nonstop, exhausted, very few hours of sleep, really no food. And we decided, you, Joe Rogan, myself, decided to all do a Fight Companion podcast with a tough finale. Yeah. Our plane's delayed, so we get in late. So we have to rush straight from the airport to Rogan's. We go to Rogan's. We do the podcast for, 3 hours? Yeah. 3 hours there. You drove, and then you're meeting up with your friends. Yeah. One guy's some badass military guy. His wife's also some CIA badass. Yeah. Great. That's all fine and dandy. I'm exhausted. I've been entertaining people for 3 days straight, 24/7.
Yeah, you've been up.
You got to be on. You have one bad experience with a fan, it is trouble.
Well, one thing
so let me finish this. Yeah. So then we go to dinner. I'm so tired and exhausted and over everything. I just want to go home, man. But I don't have a car. I don't have my keys. Yeah. So we sit down. I'm nice to the military people.
Sure.
About 5 minutes into it, some random kid,
Carl
sits down right in front of me. Eager young lad.
Yeah. Eager beaver.
I'm in my phone. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to eat and get the frick out of here. Yeah. Texting. I see him peek over my phone. Going, "Hey, man, you're a fighter, huh? What's that like?" "Excuse me? You're a fighter, huh?"
Last thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, something like that, man. He goes, Cool.
I was trying to change the subject.
You were.
I was like, anyway, look over here. Look over here.
Then he went, "Oh, I'm Carl." I went, "Very cool, man."
The thumbing giant doesn't want to talk to you.
Very cool. Have a good night, man. The food came. I ate the food, tossed cash your way. You tossed cash back, said I got it.
Yep.
And then
And you looked at my military friends and you go, "Hey, real quick, I suck tonight. I'm very sorry. I suck. I'll see you later. Hey, Bryan, can I have your keys?" I was like, yeah, there you go.
Out.
Out. I was like, "Oh, is that a little smoke? Was that?"
Went to sleep.
Was that an apparition?
Went to sleep, my man.
That's okay, man. You were tired. Look, I didn't realize that, and I know you appreciate it, and it's awesome. But when you do that expo, you can't walk 5 feet without having to stop for a picture.
Nowhere.
Which is all good. It means
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
However,
but it is tiring. It's not easy.
And I'm known to. I'll stop and take pictures with whoever. That's what I'm known. I'm known as being the nice guy. So if I snub someone, dude, it's not good.
No, you can't.
You snub one and then they.
You don't want to snub anybody. But also, you don't do that anyway.
No, I never do.
No,
ooh, it's a
people come all the way there to see it. It's awesome. And I was excited because I noticed a lot of fighters like TJ Dillashaw who listens to the podcast, and Joey Benavidez.
Almost every single fighter I met. Oh, I love the podcast.
It was awesome.
Love the podcast.
And how about Joey Benavidez with that apple bottom and wearing...
Him and his girl both have matching apple bottoms.
I hope he's listening to this.
They both have the exact same apple bottom.
The man was wearing a very sexy tank top that with the stripes, which nobody could get away with unless you're Joey Benavidez.
He has a little bit of fashion on him, yeah.
The kid looks
good. He has some loafers on, some shorts.
Now, but I couldn't wear that. If I wear that, I look,
If you walked in dressed like Joe B, I'd punch you right in the face.
Right.
As soon as
but
you walked in the
Joey
studio,
can get away with it.
you.
When you're as tough as he is, you can get away with it.
It's not even that as tough. It's just his personality pulls it off.
Yeah, he pulls
it off.
It's
not about being tough. For him, it's more.
A shout out to Joey B for your fashion taste.
Shout out to you and your girl. Double apple bottoms. Congrats, man.
Yep,
when you guys have kids, definitely have a little perfect golden booty.
Just little booties.
Just little
walking
golden
around.
booties, little brown booties. Good luck, guys.
That's the first thing you said to him. I think you slapped his ass.
His
And
ass.
you went, you got an apple bottom on you. I was tugging at his shirt. You were working his ass. I was working his shoulders. I mean, I think he was kind of a little bit like, what's going on? He was all, hey, fighter and a kid. And we were like, whoa. We literally started manhandling
Just started
him.
grabbing him.
Yeah.
Like he was a freaking.
He's a cutie pie.
He's a little cutie pie.
And I got a glimpse of Anthony Pettis. Not mad at his looks either.
Nope.
Not mad at his looks.
Mocha brown skin.
Mocha brown, by the way. I'm Southern Italian. I got none of that, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're not that white.
Whatever, bro. I think my mother probably came from Spain. She was probably Jewish. I don't know. We don't look Italian, man. I don't know. I want a little brown on me.
You want some of this brown? I might have too much brown.
All right, bro. Calm down, huh? Right,
Come on, bro.
Hey, and by the way, just real quick, I'm sick and tired of calling you, and no matter what happens, there are a couple things that annoy me about you, all right?
Let's hear this.
I call him up, and no matter what's going on, what's up, buddy? This is how he answers the phone every single time. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Well, nothing. No kid. Oh, and then I take a cab all the way out to watch. I could have been sitting behind Joe Rogan, cage side for those fights, right behind Joe Rogan. And hey, bro, come meet me at Santa Fe Station. What? Where's that?
You said you wanted to come.
Did I? You're like, please come. I tweeted you were coming. I need you there. Oh, okay.
That never happened.
I get in a cab. $60 later. Let's call it 160 because I gave him a tip.
It was far.
Yeah, it was about $80. Okay, because I didn't have change. He didn't have change. I was like, oh, keep it. Fucking $80. I walk in. I'm like, and I walk in like, no. I mean, I figure I'm like, hey, all right. Liz Carmouche is here. She's just watching the fights. I don't know her. Lex, your manager's over here. You're on your phone.
No, I'm not. Nope. No, I wasn't.
Oh, right. Ronda was about to fight. So you were nervous.
Yeah.
So I get a tiny fist bump. So, buddy. I'm sitting down. No food, no drink. I'm on a plane. I'm like, oh, okay.
You thought you were going to get this warm welcome?
Oh, you know what I did? I grabbed a plate of rice and beans that had been eaten on, and I woofed it down. I was that hungry. I reached over. Can I have this casino food? Is anybody eating this dirty rice and these refried 26 times? These beans that have been refried 26 times. Oh, okay. Woofed it down. I mean, woofed it down.
Scarf it down.
And then I was picking on some chicken that just happened to have been over here. I definitely caught salmonella.
That was mine.
Yeah, whatever it was.
I ate it with my hands.
Great casino stuff. And then then somebody threw a beer my way.
Well, Ronda's fight lasts 16 seconds, so after that we were cool, man.
Yeah. Anyway, next time I'm sitting behind Joe Rogan, you're on your own.
That makes sense.
I had to take 2 highways, bro.
I know.
2 highways.
They didn't tell me how far it was.
Oh,
man.
yeah. You got to go the 15 north, then 95 north. Then there's going to be the exit. You go down here. Then you got to take a small biplane. You're going to land on a lake. Then they're going to throw you in a boat. You row down that way.
It was a beast. I agree.
Right.
It was a beast.
It's a different time zone, bro.
They didn't tell me this. I just showed up. We got in the car and then.
But guess what? You find out next time and let me know. All right? Let me know. But the MGM, I'm checking my hotel. I'm rushing.
Man, you were at Mandalay with me, first of all. You weren't at MGM.
Sup, buddy?
Sup,
yeah,
buddy?
I mean Mandalay. Sorry,
Sup, buddy?
Good room, actually.
Sup, buddy?
Sup, buddy?
I'm sorry I don't answer the phone. Bryan! Oh my God!
Yeah, that's
oh
bad.
my God!
That's
I
bad.
can't believe you called.
There you go.
Bro, what's up?
That's good.
That's what you want?
Yeah, let me try it again. Ready? What's up, Brennan?
What's up, buddy?
No, I want the other one.
Woohoo! Woo! Oh my
Bryan!
God! All right, let's try it again.
All right. Hey, Brennan. Brennan.
No! Hey, Bryan!
Ah, it's
Bryan,
fake.
what's up,
It's
man?
fake. There was too much of a
Fish
pause.
and giggles. Fish and giggles.
By the way, I'm going back to Fish and Giggles, but it's not on Marco Island. It's in Fort Myers, and it's called Off the Hook Comedy Club. I'll be there July 24th, 25th, and 26th, and
Wait,
27th.
it's not called Fish and Giggles?
It's not. I call it Fish and Giggles because it was a fish restaurant, but now it's
And the guy starts singing Fish and
now
Giggles.
it's an official comedy club called Off the Hook.
People ask what Fish and Giggles is. Fish and Giggles is Bryan was doing kind of this what would you say, kind of for sure get off your phone and quit
Well,
looking at
I'm
text.
actually looking at where I'm going.
He was doing some kind of bootleg gig, and people were eating. It was like basically at a Captain D's.
It was
Let's
a
be honest.
fish
It was a
restaurant.
Captain D's.
It was a fish restaurant. It's no longer that, but I
It's
would get
basically
up
like-
and I'd go Fish and Giggles.
Let's be honest. It was like you were at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
There's a stage, and people weren't paying attention to Bryan. So for them to notice him up there, he started going Fish and Giggles, Fish
Get
and
your
Giggles.
fish and giggles right here, folks. I've got the giggles. They've got the fish. Let's put them together. And what do we have? Fish and giggles. Fish and giggles. Dude, I had an old man.
People
The
love
first
it.
time I did that show, an old man. I told you the story. Literally going, "Shut up!" Like after my punchlines.
Yeah, man. Try to eat a shrimp scampi,
Let's
bro.
hear it for the guy saying "shut up" to me as I perform in a fish restaurant. Anyway, it's a real club. It's called Off the Hook Comedy Club in Fort Myers. Why don't you come down to West Palm Beach? I'm going to be there July 19th, 18th, and 19th. All the American Top Team guys are coming. You can hobnob with them. And I'm inviting.
Tiago?
Tiago's my boy, but I'm inviting Hector Lombard. I don't know if he'll understand my jokes.
He's
but I
definitely
want
not
that. I
showing
want
up.
apple bottom in my
I know.
I
know. West Palm, you're there. Yeah, I don't know.
I love that club. West Palm Improv. Forget it. I'll be there. So
I'll
come
tell you what you can keep. It's Vegas.
Oh, you can keep that.
Oh, keep Vegas. One day I'm good. Oh, what? You don't love strong ass air condition that's super unhealthy for
but
you?
here's the problem.
Shitty food and smoking.
But they shoot a lot of oxygen into the room, so what happens is, and there are no clocks. So I'm hanging with Rogan and Bryan, Stann, and these guys. We're hanging out, and I go back to my room. It's 4 a.m.
They don't want you to know how late it is.
I couldn't believe how late
Everything's
it
lit
was.
really well.
Yeah.
There's music.
It
You can't
tricks
see
you.
outside, so you have no idea you have no concept of time.
No, it tricks you.
It's not good, man. Vegas is not good. Not good for
Nothing
anybody.
good happens.
Nothing ever good happens.
It's good for a day.
It's good for a day. I'll tell you what's not good, and we talked a little bit about it on Rogan's podcast, is going to Zoomanity.
Yeah,
It's intense, man.
I gotta go.
Not with me. We're not going together.
No, because you get a rock hard boner.
Yeah, everyone had boners.
Yeah.
They bring guys. They brought this
Boner Central.
Boner Patrol is up
Yeah.
in Zoomanity. I wish they'd just make everyone stand up. Like, let me see your boner. They pulled people up on stage. They pulled this poor kid, man. This poor guy. It's super sexual, right? Like, there's all these sexy girls, topless, thongs. These dudes just rocked up, tan as fuck, with short jean shorts on, right? Well, don't chill. That's sold Bryan on the show.
Keep going.
So they bring a guy up on stage and just randomly pick him. They pick this guy. He's out of shape. Hair coming out of his freaking wrinkly polo. It's too small for him. He has like these tight khakis on. They get on the mic. They go, "What do you do, sir?" And he goes, "I'm in sales." And she goes, "Oh, cool."
My nightmare.
She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "What do you sell?" He goes, "Books." And she goes, "Not sexy in the least bit. Not sexy in the least bit." She's like, "What else?" He goes, "I work at Barnes and Noble."
You can hear him breathing.
He goes,
into
"I
the-
work at Barnes and Noble." She goes, everyone in the crowd starts laughing. I go, "Oh man," right? I'm like, "Damn, man." And he goes, "Yeah, I work at Barnes and Noble." She goes, "Wow, this must be the least sexiest job I've ever heard." And then she goes, "Who'd you come with? Your wife? Your girlfriend? What are you here with, 2 chicks?" He goes, "I'm here with my stepdad."
Oh no.
Yeah. He goes, "I'm here with my stepdad."
With my stepdad.
And the whole crowd just burst out laughing. I felt awful for this
Poor guy.
Then they sit him down. It's on like this rotating table, and there's just hot chicks all over him. They take his shirt off. This dude is just
warm cheese.
warm. It's like a melted armadillo.
Yeah.
and
Looks like folded laundry looks like laundry with eyes. Somebody drop a bunch of sheets into a basket and put some eyes on it.
Put some eyes and drench
drag
it in hair.
And drag it through a barbershop. Wet those sheets down and drag them to a barbershop. What's all that hair? Some dudes just are
Bro, that's exactly how it was. So
I'm too
obviously he's self-conscious of his body. He has these tight-ass khakis on. These girls are all over him. Homeboy's rocking this boat on stage.
No, really?
Yeah, it's just shooting through his tight-ass khakis.
Oh, no.
I felt so bad for the guy, man. I was like, damn,
the
bro.
one part of his body that's hard is raw.
Barnes and Noble. I work at Barnes and Noble.
He's got a heart on now. He looks like the letter Q.
Bro, I felt so bad for him.
Oh, no.
It was a fun show. I've never been to a show. Loved it.
Yeah.
That was probably the best thing about Vegas. Besides the fans.
Cirque du Soleil, any of those are great.
Those people are so talented.
They are. They're amazing.
It was so talented. They had a little midget, or I think the correct vernacular is small person.
Yeah, midget, dwarf. I think
all that stuff is frowned upon, right?
I think dwarf is okay.
I don't think so. I think small person.
Yeah, little person.
Little person.
I can't keep up, man.
I can't.
Look. You know, you and me, and I'll say this. We'll probably we got in a little flack, I guess, in Vegas. But it doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, when we say things like, I know personally, I don't mean anybody harm. I'm not. I know we have to be gentle with things, but sometimes I feel like I can't keep up. I don't want anybody's feelings to be hurt. I'm not trying to be mean.
No. You know? Listen, if you're offended, do me a solid. Don't listen. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, you don't mean anything bad by
it. No,
it.
I don't. This is how we talk. We're not trying to offend anyone.
Right.
If you're, and guess
but
what?
Anyway, a little person.
This isn't a live show. You know what I'm saying? It's not live on. If it was, and you had no choice but to listen, and now we're talking about something different.
Right.
Don't listen.
It's all
you're
good.
offended. Don't listen.
Yeah.
We're
not trying to
we're all
offend
straight on fans. It's all good.
Hey, calm down over
it's
there.
all straight.
Hey, bro.
Things are going well.
You relax.
Things are going well.
Right, just take it easy. I didn't mean to rile you up.
Yeah, don't get me started.
What about the small person?
They had the small person in the show, and it was, I don't know. I was turned on till the small person came out.
You were?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little weird. Mixed things up.
So it took you out of it.
Yeah, it kind of messed things up.
Oh.
Kind of messed things up. He jumped on this thing and was flying around everyone. And,
oh, boy.
Yeah, had a thong on and greased up. And,
really?
Yeah, it kind of.
That can be a fetish, you know.
I know. I think some people liked it.
Yeah. In fact, we were with somebody this weekend who was actually expressing interest in that.
Yeah, they were looking for it, weren't they?
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke.
No, I think that person was actually dead serious.
I think different of them.
And I actually think more highly of them.
Really?
And I already thought I liked them. I like anybody with a fetish. I appreciate it, especially when they're honest. Where you're like,
you're talking about like Jason Ellis with the blood?
Well, no, but
that's a fetish.
Yeah, but
you kidding me?
So is maybe the other person.
Jason Ellis is completely. You're talking about a different realm.
That's love, bro. That's deep love.
Have you ever loved someone so much you'd cut them? Real quick, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. Jason Ellis and his girl, they cut each other and drink each other's blood. They drink blood coffee. They'll just cut each other and drink their blood.
I think it's
they're
just
so into each other.
Expression of how much they love each other.
Yeah.
I like it.
While they're having sex, they cut each other and suck each other's blood like vampires and shit.
That's definitely where I draw the line, but that's what you call a couple vampires, couple vampires.
Vampires.
Couple 1, 2 vampires.
Would you ever cut your wife and drink her blood?
No.
What if she was like, Bryan, listen, I've heard of your buddy Jason Ellis doing this. I would want you to do it to me. Would you even consider it?
I suppose I'd sanitize a blade and I'd be like, where do you want me to nick you?
Takes the sexiness out of it.
Well, I was having, look, I mean, I'll tell the story. I don't know if I ever told the story, but I was dating a girl. We were getting into it, having sex, and she goes, I swear to God, she goes, have I ever told you this story?
I don't know. Fucking get it out, man.
She goes, hit me. And I go, oh, okay, what? She goes, hit me. And we were a missionary. And I go, oh, okay.
Like you're on top, like ground and pound style.
Yeah.
All right, so she's in guard. So your balls deep.
But then she said it, and I go, huh? She goes, hit me. And I was like, oh, geez, all right, well, if you're into this. And I slapped her. Like, I kind of slapped her.
How hard? Do it to my hand. How hard?
Like, I don't know. I went, like,
oh, shit.
Damn,
Doug. Knock her.
Well, I didn't.
Knock her tooth out?
Whatever,
What's
bro.
wrong with you?
I didn't know. I just kind of slapped. My hand was loose. Yeah. And she goes like this. She goes, ow, what are you doing? And I go, what do you mean, what am I doing? I got nervous. I go, you said hit me. She goes, not in my face. Well, where do you want me to
slap your
reach
titties?
down and slap your
slap your titties?
Right, or slap your thigh? It was so annoying. I was like, all right.
I'll tell you what, I'm not into that in the least bit.
I'm not either.
If you slap me, I've had a girl like scratch me, like
or
grabbing my
bite your
shoulders.
lip, or I don't like
What?
that.
What
No.
the hell are you doing?
Don't know hitting, please.
I've had a girl ask me to choke her. I'm like, I'm strong as shit. I will break your neck. And I've like,
Do you
with
know what I
one
do for a
hand,
living?
like with one hand, and and their face is like,
yeah,
not good, man.
No.
Not good.
But
don't ask me to
listen-
do that. Listen, people think I'm gonna be 50 Shades of Grey when I hook up.
You're a
They
beast.
think it's 50 Shades of Grey,
They want a
fucking
beast, yeah.
this werewolf in the room. How about no?
Werewolf or werewolf?
Werewolf.
Because it's not a werewolf. Maybe a werewolf is a baby werewolf.
Either way,
You're a
it's-
werewolf, but they want a werewolf.
It's not 50 Shades of Grey. It's just not happening. Get over it.
Yeah.
That's what everyone wants.
That-
Thanks for that book. You
But-
fucked everything up.
By the way, that book was a sensation, which only leads me to assume and hardware stores were running out of the rope. They were running out of the rope that he was using to tie her up, and guess who was buying the rope? Women. So all I'm saying is that book seemed to have touched a part of many women that is a latent fantasy.
Yeah, no shit, Brian. It's
Yeah.
one of the most successful books ever.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Well,
fucking
I'm just
2014.
saying.
That book's
Apparently, a
huge
lot of
success.
women like being tied up.
They,
and choked.
I know they do.
So.
Tied up is something different. Slapping and choking and stuff like that's intense.
Yeah,
man.
I think cutting and choking. This is where it gets. I guess you have a safe word.
There's
like
no
you're
safe
supposed to say
word. Well,
orange
Well,
when
if
it
you're gonna
gets
say,
too much.
well, if you're gonna say punch me, well,
Bro,
I mean, if I punch you in the face, you get a black eye. Then what?
I dated a very successful dominatrix in New York City. She took me to where she works. Her clients were mostly lawyers and like Wall Street guys. Bro, there was a chair where you would sit in, and it had a hole, and she would tie your nuts, your sack or whatever it was, down into that hole so you couldn't leave the chair. And then she would do all kinds of stuff.
So-
I was like, that would have you by the balls, literally.
No, hold up. So you're sitting on a chair, your balls are hanging down the bottom.
Never did that to
Then
me.
She slap your balls from the bottom.
I don't know what she did, but she showed me all. It was like walking into a dungeon, a torture chamber.
You know what? A lot
And
of
she was into being like she didn't date guys who she wanted to be dominated, but her job was to dominate. Other
Yeah,
men.
a lot of powerful
It's crazy.
guys and women in the bedroom, since they have so much control with their
Yeah.
jobs, when they
Yeah.
get in the bedroom, like to be dominated.
Yeah.
It's weird, huh?
Yep.
Teddy's not like that. This guy.
No, I don't like being dominated.
Nah, man.
I've had girls like try to choke me, and I'm like, all right, listen, this is a little ridiculous.
This isn't fun for me.
I dated a professional water polo player. I was a little light in the ass for her, and she had hands about the size. I shook Cain Velasquez's hands. He's got big hands. Her
Big
hands
mitts
were
on
just a little bigger than his, and I had a little issue with that. She was beautiful, big dick.
Just too much.
No, I mean, sorry.
Just too much for you.
I'm a little light in the ass. She had a back on her.
Could you marry a girl or date a girl taller than you? How tall are you, Brian?
No, 5'11".
So you're 5'10".
I'm actually.
Could you're probably 5'11".
I'm a little over 5'11"
Yeah.
with my shoes off. I just got measured.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
so
but-
you're
but,
5'11". Could you date a girl who's 6 foot?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, but it's never. I've always liked smaller women.
Could you date a girl who's 6 foot and like way more successful than you? Say she was a comedian but just killing it.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That doesn't bother
I
me.
don't mind if a girl makes more money or is more successful. It's the physical thing. If she's 6 foot but thin,
Super
and really
sexy.
thin, yeah. I mean, I'll
You
work
say
with it.
6 foot and thin?
I don't know, just like lighter than me. But if
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
bigger than me,
Yeah.
I'm having a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah, but then again, I mean, there are women I've seen who are really athletic, who are sexy as all get out. So I don't know. I'm an equal opportunity employer.
Me too, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not.
discriminate.
Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's a question of personality.
True that, dog. I'll tell you what's selling like hotcakes. Those shirts we made, bud.
Bikini Fight Club, and you designed them. Well done,
I
sir.
did design them, sir. Evan the Beard got one.
Thanks, real
What do
quick.
you think, Evan?
Look real cute on me.
Official cutie
I
pie.
don't think
Oh,
your
yeah.
mic's on. I can't hear you.
Oh, it's on.
It's
It's
on.
on. All right.
Thing in there. He was real cutie pie in that shirt, huh?
Real cutie pie.
Sold a good amount of them. www.thefireinthekidshop.com. We don't have many left. Not gonna bullshit you.
Well, we need tank tops for girls.
We
Listen,
do need tanks for chicks.
I thanks for the large. Next time, get me a medium so I don't have to walk.
Last
out there
time I
with
gave you a
dress.
medium, you said it was too small.
Well, that was a woman's medium. The Orlovsky thing.
It's tough to
Yeah.
tell, man.
Hey, bro.
It's tough
I
to
don't,
tell.
I don't appreciate
It's
that.
tough to tell, bro.
Okay. I did my deadlift yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We're in your.
At 7:30 after my little nappy poo.
Yeah.
Took a 7 p.m. nap.
I'll tell you what, man. Exhausted.
I needed a nappy poo.
I'll tell you what's. I decided to do this juice cleanse, 3-day only juice cleanse.
Oh, let's talk
I'm
about
super
that.
lightheaded.
Yeah.
Super lightheaded. Little bit cranky.
Because I ate pizza at about 12 last night and then woke up early. So my insides, it's a war zone right now. It's literally a war zone. My butthole's going, please hold it back. We can't hold them. Hold them. It's like Sparta
It's like
down there.
300.
It's like 300.
Hold.
They're holding.
Hold.
Literally, the Persian army. The Persian army is trying to get through my rump hole. My literally, I'm having
Rump
trouble.
hole.
Most of my energy is in my rump hole right now, holding on. I should have a plug, but I don't.
It's because you ate pizza. Listen, this juice thing. My coach called me last night. I was like, "What are you doing, man? I have nothing scheduled." He's like, I don't get why you're doing this. Why you're doing it to yourself? I don't either.
Me neither.
I don't know. Just for the hell of it.
Because I might have you come to dinner tonight.
Dinner night.
And my friends made lots of money. We're gonna get some really good wine. Is that off the table now?
Well, we'll see. Listen, I just don't feel like entertaining anyone. How about I don't want to go to dinner with you and your friends? How about that?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't feel like entertaining anyone. I don't feel like talking. And listen, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Anyone we go to dinner with, if you and I aren't doing the talking, the dinner sucks.
Well, you might be right.
I'm always right. Let's be real about it.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
We have some boring friends. Gotta get some new friends.
We need some new fun friends.
We actually don't have that many friends. Let's be honest.
No, not at all.
There's not that many people to call. It's Tony, Jeffries.
We run in a tight knit circle, my man.
We need to
It's because
expand.
a lot of people. I don't know if we do.
Well, let's play some. We got to get more volleyball out there. Wait, let's talk. Can we talk about some substance instead of us?
Yeah. What do you want?
All right, let's talk. Let's talk a little bit about fighting. I want to talk about fighting, and I want to talk about Weidman, and I want to talk about what you saw, and I want to talk about who you think.
Want to talk about Arlovsky?
No, I want to talk
He's
about.
fighting Bigfoot. He
Oh,
got
he
a
is
main
fighting
event in
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. For sure. Keep tabs
No, I
on
know
UFC
that. I know
news.
that. What is your take on that?
On Arlovsky fighting Bigfoot?
Uh-huh. It's in Vegas.
It's not.
Where
it's
is
in it's in Brazil.
Oh, I'm
It's a
sorry.
UFC fight night, and
So in other
it's in
words-
Brazil.
So-
I that's probably gonna be on Fight Pass. Do you know Evan the Beard?
Look it up.
Is that? I think it's Fight Pass though. That's what I heard. I'm pretty sure that's what John Anik told me. Listen, man. Yeah, hurt my feelings. Should that be me? Probably. The difference is if they ask me to fight Bigfoot, the only way I'm gonna fight him is in the States where there's regulated testing.
Yeah, because otherwise you're fighting a monster.
I don't want. Yeah. I want it to be in Vegas or California where it's regulated, and I want random testing.
Right.
Then yeah, sign me up. Let's do it.
But what if you had to fight him in Brazil?
Then you got to do it. If
Yeah.
the UFC said, "Hey, Schaub, shut your yapper. Your last fight sucked. You got to take this fight." I'm taking
Doing
the
it.
fight and
But
doing
now,
it, and
now
I'll
you're-
figure it
Now
out.
you're fighting a guy who's probably 40 pounds heavier than you are.
Cool. Another day in the office.
Yeah.
Most of them are bigger, stronger. It's whatever, man.
You just stay out of reach. How do you fight someone like Bigfoot?
I'm not gonna give away the game plan, but yeah.
Yeah.
Footwork. You got better cardio, better technique. Not scared to go to the ground with him.
You're not?
No.
But he's a highly skilled guy, isn't he?
What? He's a nightmare.
He's a nightmare.
Nightmare.
It's
He could
amazing.
easily be champ. Easily be champ. He's so skilled, so big. A horrible matchup for Arlovsky. They fought before. I don't see Arlovsky. I don't see it going out of the first round. I got to be honest. I hope Arlovsky wins.
What happens if Jacare and Weidman fight?
I don't listen, man. I used to, you see Weidman when he lost to or when he beat Anderson Silva twice. I don't think anyone was really a believer. They're like, it was kind of a weird scenario.
Right.
Anderson Silva's leg fell off. The other one was joking around, got knocked out. So
Right.
no one really gave him credit.
Right.
And then even listen, Leota's a training partner of mine, a very good friend. We have the same head coach in Henry Gracie, so I train with him all the time. And I thought Machida, out of anyone in the world, was the worst matchup possible for Weidman. I didn't think there was any worse matchup possible. And he, honestly, man, he destroyed.
Well, he did what
Machida.
Shogun did, which was what? Which was
not
press,
really. Not
but
really.
he press without letting him set up. He needs time to set up, and you
No.
got to be on the outside.
No, you can't be on that side. You get knocked out.
That's what I mean. But if you stay in his grill, which is what Weidman did, Machida
Kind
has
of.
more trouble.
Weidman mixed up with kicks, and when Machida would go to kick, he would go for the takedown.
Right.
He just never let him get comfortable. He just kept, just like you said, he just
That's
pressure,
how you
pressure,
fight.
pressure. It's tough, man. Yeah, listen, I'm a huge Weidman believer now. I don't know who's going to beat him. Vitor Belfort, I think, is next for him. But you're talking about Vitor Belfort, where now they're on his ass. They're watching every move he makes.
Right.
So we're not talking about Vitor in Brazil throwing spinning back hits and knocking guys' eye sockets out. Yeah. We're talking about this probably being Vegas. Who knows where it's going to be? Listen, I don't know who's going to beat Weidman. I think
one thing about Weidman,
I think Jacare could definitely pose some issues.
Yeah.
Because
sure. One thing about Weidman is I see is that he just believes in himself. That guy just doesn't seem nervous remotely. He just keeps coming at you.
He is.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Everybody is.
Everyone is. Okay. I hate when people say that.
Really?
Believe me, everyone is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jacare is the most intriguing to me.
Really?
Yeah. Because his jiu-jitsu is second to none, and it seems like his jiu-jitsu is also, it's not just, even though he's world champion in, I think, sport jiu-jitsu.
It's so explosive.
He's also got that MMA jiu-jitsu.
I think Rockhold could give some guys some problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough.
That's actually a really interesting
85, listen, man, 85, any of those guys. It's just about matchups. But listen, Weidman dismantling Machida like that, I'm a huge Weidman believer, huge fan. I don't think he's going anywhere for a long-ass time.
Really?
Well, now he has confidence, too. Yeah. Now he's like, wait, I beat Anderson twice.
Well, he took out
now I just beat Machida.
Yeah, he just took out the
and
most.
A Machida who's freaking on it.
Yeah.
Machida undefeated at 85.
Yeah.
And he destroyed him. Now you're talking about.
Well, I wouldn't say he destroyed him. I feel like Machida won 4th and 5th round. I mean,
maybe
he was too
tired.
passive in the 1st and 2nd round, but I think that certainly
Machida came on late.
Yeah,
for sure.
And he won the final exchange in the 5th round basically. Yeah. And even though Weidman went, come on, let's do it. Yeah. I mean, Weidman took that barrage. So
listen, now you're talking about a Weidman who believes himself, thinks he's the very best in the world. I don't know if he thought that right away.
Yeah.
Now he knows huge. It. Now you're talking John Jones, Ronda Rousey level, where they're just like, no, not a chance. They don't care who you match him up with. They do not give a shit.
Well, I would imagine Anderson's going to get yet one more crack at him if he comes back.
Nah.
No?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Anderson. Maybe he fights one more time in a super fight. Listen, you don't want to see Anderson go out like BJ did.
No, you don't.
Evan, you saw BJ.
Yeah, that was rough.
Was there Evan, did you read any more after that of why
his old boxing coach came out? Perillo came out. I didn't read the article, but Perillo
he
came
was
out.
Literally on his toes, walking toward Frank Yeager, a wrestler. It just was the strangest thing where his legs were so close together, just so open for the double leg.
Yeah, it was strange. I mean, I thought when he came out in that stance, he was going to kind of institute more of like a traditional Muay Thai stance and use like a lot of push kicks and stuff like that.
Nothing
to control distance a little bit better since Frankie's so fast and so good at getting in and out.
Were there
he
any
didn't throw
interviews?
A single one.
Were there any interviews where he talked about that? Like, was there a game plan there?
Yeah, they asked about his stance. I was at the post-fight press conference, which was so watching BJ Penn break down in tears is a very strange,
tough,
bittersweet, mostly bitter feeling.
Yeah.
As a fan,
look, man,
it was really rough to watch
great
that.
And
what did he say?
He was just he just kind of brushed it off a little bit. He's like, I don't know. I was just trying to mix it up, keep distance a little bit better. It didn't work out. I just can't hang with these young bucks anymore.
That's what you don't want to see, man.
Yeah.
You just don't want to see that.
Yeah.
And someone should tell him, especially after the Roy McDonald fight, but it's BJ. He can do what he wants. So whatever BJ does, I support. However, your group of friends, I hope one day you guys tell me, yo, man, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
I will. I think that's important to have friends around you who look at you and
you say that.
You
say that. I think it's a different animal telling a guy that.
Well, here's the difference. And it's dicey territory, but a lot of people don't have a lot of other options. So you run into these issues where a fighter defines himself for a long time on being a fighter and a warrior, and when they have to admit to themselves that the dance is over, that they can't hang with some of these younger guys or whatever, just because of time or whatever, it's very, very difficult for athletes to go through that transition.
Oh yeah, I went through a little bit of the transition when I get done with football, man. I didn't jump straight into the Mm-hmm. There's a transition period where and it's dark days, man.
Well, sure.
Because you're being competitive your entire life, and you know one thing, and then this dream stops. Like I was watching. Have you ever seen Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
Hard Knocks NFL, and they're cutting guys. Which I was there when I've been there. When you get cut and they ask you to turn in your playbook, and you meet with the personnel coordinator, and he basically just tells you why you didn't make the team, what you should do better. And they're talking to this one guy, and it's his, I think, 3rd year trying to make the NFL. And they go, listen, man, maybe next time just work on your pass defense, your blocking, stuff like that. And he goes, nah. And he goes, excuse me? And he goes, nah, I'm done, man. This guy's 26.
To his credit.
He goes, nah, I'm done, man.
Start something different.
Yeah, and his coach goes, yeah, I think it's about time to hang it up. He goes, well, what am I going to do, man? I keep doing this. I can't move on to anything else. Yeah, it sucks. But, obviously I'm not good enough. This is the 3rd time I'm being cut. The problem is some guys go, what's his name? That monster, Lamar Woodley for Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he's signed with someone else now. He's just a monster. He got cut like 5 or 6 times. Wow. Or Kurt Warner gets cut, right?
Yeah.
So guys are like, well, Kurt Warner, those guys did it. It's like, dude.
Don't use those extreme examples.
It's tough because you don't want to tell someone to give up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tell someone to give up.
I think about it a lot because somebody said, Bryan, you can never do stand-up again. I don't know what I would do. Because so much of, not only do I define myself that way, but
19 podcasts. So
I do,
sure
but it's still so much fun to do, and I have so many great memories, and I'm so proud of it. And I think when you're a fighter or you're an athlete, it's woven into so much of who you are. And I think it's really important for anybody in that situation to realize it's going to be over, and you've got to, and it's okay. It's about how you react to that. It's about where you choose to place your energy after that. And there are options. Learn another skill. Just get yourself in that mindset.
That's easier said than done.
Of course it's easier said than done, but you have to do it. What's the
alternative?
You do it.
Well, it's like health insurance.
Yeah.
While you're in the NFL, you should be doing something to set yourself up.
Exactly.
Where if this doesn't work out, you're going to have this.
Right.
Hopefully it works out. I don't plan on getting in a car wreck or breaking my leg, but if it happens, I have this insurance.
That's right.
Same thing with the UFC. Listen, I 100% believe in every ounce of my fucking body I can beat Cain Velasquez and be the heavyweight champ. 100%. If that doesn't happen, God willing, if that doesn't happen, I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah.
There's a reason I do podcasts. I do all this stuff. I have these sponsors, and I go to all these meetings, and I'm in LA.
You have to always be working for when the dance stops, and it's going to stop for everyone.
Well, and what's different this day and age, where athletes have to wear multiple hats.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unless you're a LeBron James.
And even he does.
Even he does.
Even he does. So you're right. And you see that more and more.
I don't think you do. I don't think the guy you do, because who do you hang out with? You hang out with myself.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, and I hang out with some of the bigger. You're around at the UFC Expo. You see some of the guys who are getting a lot of those opportunities to begin with.
You're seeing the brighter side of things. You're meeting the guys who are doing the damn thing.
Yes.
There's a lot
of journeymen and
most guys aren't, man. Most guys, it's like fighting is their identity. I got in a legit argument, crazy argument, where we didn't talk for days with a very close friend, where he said, and he's set. He's all set. Financially, fame-wise, he's all set. And he goes, and this is after I lost 2 fights, and he goes, listen, man, if you lose, it's not a big deal. You'll figure something out. Fighting's not your identity.
Yeah, it is.
And I took extreme offense. Yeah, it is, man. I said, that's easy for you to say, because you can walk away from what you're doing and you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
You can go do appearances. You can go do fucking the Ellen show. You can do whatever you want. You're fine. You're going to be that for the rest of your life. Yeah. That's great. That's
you're
your
bottom feeder.
That's your identity.
Right.
That's your identity, man. Literally my identity is fighting, and I will fight tooth and nail to keep this. You know what I'm saying?
If you're in the
it's
trenches,
my dream,
if you're in the
man.
trenches, it's
No, it's different, man. You're not getting it. So if LeBron James walks away from basketball right now, he's fine.
Right.
Nike,
sure.
You're LeBron James, greatest ever.
That's right.
Ronda walks away from fight right now, she's fine.
Yeah.
Believe me, she's fine. Movies, she's gonna be the next big action movie star. 100%. They need her. Hollywood needs someone like her. She's fine. Some of these other people you see in the UFC who have a name, if they walk away right now, they're famous, man. They can't walk through the expo either. They're not gonna be. They're not.
It's
fine,
over.
Man.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I think about it all the time.
Frustrating.
We've seen it. It's very, very tough. It's a very tough transition.
You see it with athletes all the time.
Yeah,
NFL,
but especially
everything.
fighting, because fighting is such a new sport. MMA is such a new sport. UFC is such a new thing. it doesn't have the infrastructure built in. Like if you're in the NFL, you get a pension. There's lots of other stuff. With the UFC, there's so many fighters. It's a very tough. We talked to Dana about it. Dana said, "Look, this is your one shot as a fighter. You got when you're in the big show.
He said, make the most money.
Make the most money you can. Get as famous as possible.
Which is great.
That's all you can do.
That's easy to write that off. Listen, even in the NFL, even guys in the NFL, they struggle with it, and they have 401k and they have all this stuff. They struggle with it big time.
60% of NFL players, and you can go on factcheck.com for this. 60% within 5 years declare bankruptcy.
Yes. Well, this is the thing. So you have a guy who graduates college who I'm going to tell you right now. I went through Division I football for 4 years at the highest level, Big 12 football. Played in some of the biggest bowl games, Big 12 championships. When you go to school, for the most part, you are there 100% for athletics.
That's it.
I'm going to paint the picture right now. You can talk all this shit, and I'm sure I'm going to get some heat for this. When you take a scholarship for sports,
you're a pro athlete.
You're 100% pro athlete, and you're not getting paid for it. Say, oh, well, you're paying in education. No, you're not, because you got me doing all this shit nonstop for football. I can't focus on academics.
Right. That's why the players should get paid.
And you 100%. And you give me all these easy classes, so I'm not learning shit either. No. So I can focus on football.
You didn't know who Freud was. Keep going.
So that's why. So that's serious talk here. So that's why they give you all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you get done, and then you sign for $30 million, and all you know is football. No shit, I'm going to go bankrupt, man.
Of course.
You give a kid $30 million who came from,
Oklahoma somewhere.
Wherever. Oklahoma, who grew up in a trailer park, and you give him $30 million. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's a real problem, but also remembering that the colleges are making a fortune on the backs of these kids, and they don't get paid.
Well, for example, Tim Tebow, when he won the national championship in the Heisman, in the entire world, it went LeBron James, I think LeBron James, Tom Brady, Tim Tebow for jersey sales.
Wow.
In the world.
And he got none of that money.
Zero. University of Florida got that.
His name in the University of Florida got that.
How about Johnny Manziel?
Yeah.
His jersey sales are insane. Number one selling jersey, nothing.
It's unfair.
Unfair, yeah. It's ridiculous.
I think it's actually you're an indentured servant. I think it's almost like slavery.
The amount of hours and time to be a college Division I athlete is insane.
Yeah, and then they cast you aside. Thank you for you made us a lot of money. You athletes, you're not going to make it in the NFL, but thank you so much for making us a whole bunch of money. Oh, and by the way, you didn't have time really for an education. See you later. Thanks for the 4 years. That was your 4-year scholarship. Yeah. No education, and we made a fortune on you, and now you got bad knees and maybe some concussions. We'll see you later. Yeah, good luck selling insurance or whatever it is. Yeah, you play Big 12 football. Bye-bye.
Your body's screwed.
Yeah. It's gross.
And
it's gross.
And you told me to major in communications, sociology.
Yeah.
It's or gross. some bullshit.
Yeah, that you can't
because you know the classes are easy. That's the way it's.
You gave me no skill set.
Zero.
I can block. Maybe I can
catch a
tackle.
football.
Yeah.
I can catch a football.
And we'll see you later, though. You didn't make it to the big show. You didn't make it to the NFL. Bye-bye. Thank you. Sorry about your knees.
Listen,
gross.
man, exiting college football, and less than 1% go on to play in the NFL, but exiting college football is no different than making it to the NFL and getting cut. Yeah, you have more money in your pocket, but when you go to the NFL, whether it's college, everyone stops playing someday, but whether it's college or pro, that transition period, everyone's dealing with it. Just if you go to the pro, at least you got money in the bank, so you have a little more. You can buy more time to do things.
Right.
It's a beast, man. Not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. It's actually unfair. It's actually unethical. How about that? And I think something should be done about it, and it should be done. We're starting it right here on this podcast.
I played football with a kid. I'm not making this up. I'm not going to release his name. I played football with a kid. We're in class. This was a pretty high-level class. It was my junior year, so you're getting up there towards your degree. Not making this up. He leaned over and asked me how to spell chair.
Oh, boy.
When I got my degree, he walked directly behind me and also got a degree. I thought, what? I turned around like, oh my God, this kid didn't even know how to spell chair.
Yeah. There you go. And that's and this has been talked about a lot, but probably not enough. Because a lot of athletes aren't coming out.
Well, what can you do? The NCAA is such a powerhouse, makes so much money. There's nothing you can do.
There is something you can do. You can hold their feet to the fire. You can say this is not fair. This is also probably unethical. It's not cool, man. You're making money off the backs of these kids, and you're saying you're giving them an education. No, you're not.
I'm telling you, you're not.
You're not.
Unless you are
if they came
eager
over with a really good education and a skill set, that'd be one thing.
Unless you are eager to learn, you're not gonna. You got to be down. You got to be down and super into it.
Pay him.
Yes.
Pay him.
Pay the man.
You made a lot of money. You're making a fortune. Pay him. Give him some money, so that they come out of college at least with something in the pocket.
True.
All right, let's do some fan questions, man. Or we don't.
We'll keep going. We'll do it.
What did you need?
Let's jump in. No, I just need to step outside for a second.
Go ahead.
Just
Get you some. We'll cover
We'll
you.
be back in to
Evan,
fan questions in
Evan
just
the
a
Beard.
minute.
Evan's got some. What color are those? Would you
What
say
is it,
burgundy?
maroon?
Burgundy.
These are my ketchup pants.
Yeah, I'm not
Catch
mad
it.
at those, Doug.
Ketchup
We saw
pants.
Evan the Beard out in Vegas.
Face did not change when somebody got knocked out either.
No,
Oh,
it
there it
didn't.
is.
Evan did not care.
What's this? We got big executives.
Is
coming
this a
in the
new
room.
intern? Are you a new intern or no? What's up, Doug? Good to see you, man.
Mark Lundy.
We got Fox staff writer Mark Ramundi joining the team
Mark
today.
Ramundi,
Popping
ladies
in.
and gentlemen.
They bring
Yes, we are.
they bring interns in here, man. I didn't mean to offend you. They bring interns in here.
Mark
Yeah.
Ramundi.
You look young, man.
What kind of name is Ramundi? Raymundi. Mark, it's Italian. Mark Raymundi. Raymundi.
Let's get to these fan questions, then. I'm sick of hearing Bryan cry about NCAA athletes.
Hey,
not getting paid.
man,
I'm sorry.
come
What college
on,
you go to?
bro.
What college you go to?
American University.
Great sports. Yeah,
Who's gonna
phenomenal
walk?
sports.
Pretty good wrestling team. I think it's D1. Look up what. Look up what American.
They are D1.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
I know, but I was gonna wrestle there.
You sure as fuck weren't.
Yes,
They
I
were.
was.
It was a club team. You wrestled
not
1
true.
year in high school.
It's not true. I wrestled all 4 years and did judo before that. I'm very
This
at
is
home
a
on
lie.
a mat.
This is all a lie.
Bro, I'm very at home on a mat.
How about when we were on Joe Rogan's podcast? Brian made up that he had a nose job, and we called
I
him
didn't
out
say
on
a
it.
nose job.
said he
That
had
was
a
a
nose job.
weird thing, by the way. Let's talk about that for a second. I didn't have a nose job. I had a deviated septum, and when he was, my septum was so bad it was turned backwards, and he said your nose collapsed.
Rogan and I both have had this surgery, by the way.
Yeah, but
but
so
carry
have
on.
I. So have I.
I don't care.
He goes, your nose collapsed, and I had to take a piece of cartilage, put it under your nose, right
He said
here.
a piece of bone.
No, cartilage. And I had put it here to keep it up. So when I came out, my they had splints and cotton. By the way, when they pull that out, the most painful thing in my life.
Ooh, it feels
my
good,
nose, I had a nose like this, bro. I had a nose. I hope you're seeing this on camera.
You had a nose job, bro.
I didn't have a nose job.
If
I
you-
didn't,
you had a
they
pig
didn't-
nose, now
they
you have
didn't
this
touch
nose.
any of my outside nose. It was my septum. My nose was turned up. You could see when I walk towards you. All you see is nostrils first. Okay, bro.
I could see your brain.
And I
when
was
you come
so
forward.
panicked, and I said, "What is going on?" He goes, "It'll come back down." I go, "But you put a piece of cartilage there," and I remember this so well. His name is Raj. I don't want to say his name, but anyway,
Don't want to say his name.
he did a
just
good
in
job.
case someone's looking for a nose
no,
job.
because I don't want to say it, but he did a good job. But I mean, but it was bad, and I had complications, bro. 12 days of packing.
Yeah, you're talking to the guy who had reconstructive nose surgery after Crow Cop elbowed me in the nose. So
okay,
watch your
that
P's
is-
and
that is
Q's.
true.
Fuck your nose job.
That is true. You are.
I'm sorry you went to Beverly Hills and you did a shit job on your nose.
Hey,
and you're trying to relate
it
to
wasn't
me.
a nose job. It
I
was
got a nose job from Crow Cop.
I didn't
You got
get
one
it.
in Beverly
Don't
Hills
say-
9210.
Don't say nose job. It was a deviated septum. They
I don't
didn't
know.
touch
Your nose
it.
looks pretty smooth. They took the bump
Yeah,
out. Let's
does
be
it?
honest. They took the bump out.
No, they didn't, and
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
did.
have a bump. Well, look at old pictures of me, and then Mad TV, and then look at pictures now. We have the same nose. I got the same nose. Yeah.
Let's go to these fan questions.
Yeah, but that was so weird. Joe's like, wait a minute, where's the cartilage from? I don't know. It's like he caught me in a lie about me making up a story about how I put cartilage. What?
Real quick, how about
a weird lie.
How about we're all at dinner after the fights? We're in Mandalay Bay at dinner. It's getting late, and we're just sitting around talking. And there's these two dime pieces at the bar, just smoke shows. Everyone's staring at them.
Yeah.
You know who they're waiting for? A-Rod. This boy A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, rolls up, swoops him up. They were looking at Big Brown, though, huh?
You got a little wave.
They were giving me the eye.
You got a little wave.
I know. I just can't compete without A-Rod, though.
Well, I don't know, man. She gave you the
know.
soft eyes. She gave you a
That's
little
true.
wavy wave.
That's true.
But
His bank account. He could pay to have me killed off.
But you're correct. You cannot compete with Golden Boy. You're not competing
No.
with Purple Lips. It's not happening.
He had purple lips.
He's got beautiful purple lips.
I know. He's dressed to the max. Better
Oh,
watch
you know
him.
what? Our boy Adam Rodriguez actually texted me. I got to remember that.
Cool, man. Maybe tell me off the air.
Well, he's got purple lips.
Cool, bro.
He's got purple lips. I just thought he's mini Alex. He's mini A-Rod. All right, anyway.
Did you just compare that guy from CSI Miami to A-Rod?
Let's keep going.
What's your P's and Q's? Let's go to the questions.
Okay, well now I'm confused because you were drooling over that Adam guy last time. So where do you stand on A-Rod? If that's the reaction you got out of Adam Rodriguez, what was going down with you and A-Rod? You were staring at him harder than people were staring at the girls.
Well,
I know.
The only guy who might be a little gayer than Brennan is myself when it comes to big, beautiful athletes.
You know what was weird though?
We give him the soft eyes.
It was pretty packed out there with fans. Not one person asked A-Rod for a picture. You know Jeter, when a girl hooks up with him, she gets in the limo and there's a signed baseball by him. How dope is that?
What do you mean?
So he gives a
They got
gift bag.
bags.
Really?
Girl, you earned it. Here's a signed Dear Jeter gift bag, and they go out the back in his car for him.
What would I sign?
What would you sign?
A Fighter and a Kid T-shirt. There you go, honey.
There you go. And she's all, what? It's a double X.
You've earned it.
Yeah, we sold all the other ones. You've earned it.
You've earned it. Abercrombie Fight Club. There you go. Fresh off the website. Website.
I mean, you can give out some pretty weird stuff. I saw yesterday some woman that was sitting in first class on a plane wanted, or Rob Gronkowski was sitting in coach, and he wanted to switch seats with her. So she's like, well, what am I going to get out of it? Rob Gronkowski went into the bathroom, took off his boxer shorts, gave her his boxers, signed her boarding pass, and then let her take a picture of her grabbing his dick.
Wow.
And that was his part. That was his gift.
She got a combo deal.
That's gangster.
That's another level, man.
Yeah, that's a gangster ass
that's pretty
prize pack for a fan.
That's a prize pack. I had a fan ask me to sign their kid, and their kid did not want to get signed. Literally in tears.
Hold still.
Literally in
Hold
tears.
still.
Yeah. Well, this be over real quick. Buddy.
Giant
Just
Sharpie.
Hold still. Yeah, not good.
Silver
Sharpie on his
sign your
back.
belly.
Silver Sharpie on his back. Yeah, this little guy. I'm signing his back.
Also, don't be a baby.
Hey, mom, what are you, the worst mom ever?
This ups your value on the black market.
What are you gonna do with it? The mom probably went home tattooed on it.
I got a kid I can sell you. It's signed by Brendan Schaub.
That baby's for sure already gotten sold to like someone in Algeria.
For sure.
All right,
For sure.
Let's go with that.
Fan questions. Fan questions. Give us the fish and giggles, Brian.
Fan questions. Fan questions. Fish and giggles. Fish and giggles.
That's weak. Let's do this.
Yeah, I didn't like the change
Me neither.
on the fish and giggles.
Me neither.
I like it the way it is.
Hey guys, I'll do with my music what I want.
No,
okay?
no, you're gonna.
I
When
wanna
I
go
tell you to
low-
dance, you fucking dance.
Hey man. Hey, man. Get shooting at my feet
Right? Joe Pesci style.
as you're peeing.
What you got, Evan?
All right.
We got a truckload of them. You got some good ones.
Yeah, we
or
got a
what?
bunch of fan questions today.
Mix them up, man. Mix them up.
By
Not
the way,
all about fighting.
What time is it? How long have we been doing this already?
You'll be fine. Let's go to the
No,
fan
I'm just
questions.
saying.
Again,
We're probably
something you can
around-
talk about off air.
We're around an hour.
Let's hurry up.
You're good, Brian. It's your job.
I got
Let's-
time. I'm just
You
saying.
don't have shit to do.
And now we're stalling. Let's go. Just go jump straight into them. So first one up from N Sharp ADZ. Do you think a fight should be stopped when a break occurs? Example being the Uriah Hall fight where he broke his toes. If you want, or if you're ready to go through it.
No, if you can get through it. I mean, why would you? You know how disappointed people would be.
I mean, his bones were
Uriah
sticking through
Faber
his
broke
toe.
both his hands with Mike Brown, I think, and used his elbows.
Well, they didn't stop the fight,
Right,
Brian.
I'm
He's
saying-
talking if
I'm
they
saying-
stop the fight and take a break for sure.
Oh
listen
no,
to
I'm
the
saying,
question.
if the guy can keep going, then he should.
Should be up to the fighter for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, unless it's like ridiculous. How like Tim Sylvia broke. Remember when he broke his arm? When Frank Mir broke his arm?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stop that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the big change in this one is like in the Faber example, it wasn't like a compound fracture. It didn't have like bones sticking out of his hands.
Yeah.
Uriah Hall's toe was.
You're also talking about a toe. Though.
legitimately
You're
out of his
You're talking
foot.
about a toe, though.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It's not the end. It's not that big of a deal. I gotta be honest. It's not that big of a deal.
Not when you're fighting for all the marbles.
No, in any facet, football, whatever you're doing, it's not that big of a deal. It's a toe.
Well, it's like
you
Ronnie,
got 10 of them for a reason.
Ronnie Lott cut. He had the doctor cut his finger off.
His
He was-
pinky.
Yeah, cut it off. They were like, we could tape it, but I don't know. He goes, cut it off, because you can't play otherwise. He's like, yeah, take it off. I'm
Yeah.
playing.
I don't think it's little toe's not that big of a deal.
All right. Next one from Gino GHAL. At Brendan Schaub, at Brian Callen. If you were told you had Dana White's job, what is one thing you would do to improve MMA?
Oof,
That is a loaded
tough job.
question.
He's got a tough job. I mean, Dana's responsible to a lot of things. Dana's responsible not only to the fighters, he's also responsible to creating an entertaining spectacle. It's not an easy job.
They didn't ask you it was a tough job. What would you do?
What would I do to do? I'm not him, man. I don't know what he deals with. I do not know. I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question in an educated way.
Wow. First of all, I'd put Big Brown as a main event on Fight Night or pay-per-view. I would.
Calm down over there.
I would increase his pay. I would. I would find more competition for Ronda Rousey because she's your biggest star by far, bar none. We're all gray elephants in the circus, and she's the one pink attraction right now. The one pink attraction elephant that everyone wants to see. The rest of us are all just gray elephants. I would find somehow someone to fight her that makes sense because these other girls don't stand a chance. Next question.
This one's pretty easy. Use 5 words to describe one another. You both get 10 seconds.
5 words?
Oh, that's good.
Brendan, you first.
5 words?
Damn.
All right, go ahead.
Funny, late. Funny, late, immature, smart. That's all I got.
All right, 10 seconds.
It's early.
Big, brown, funny, diva. Big, brown, funny, diva. Self-centered.
Oh man.
So am I. Though.
Oh
No,
man.
so am I. So am I.
Oh,
So am
man.
I. We're both a couple of like liars to each other. Where are you? Just left. Just liars.
Just liars.
Straight up liars. Like if it's too inconvenient for both of us, we're like,
Bryan showed up an hour late to dinner the other night. An hour.
Yeah.
It's over. He
Sorry.
shows up and he goes, "Don't worry, I'll pay for it." Cool. I already ate, man. Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. And lied to you the whole time. I'm parking. I hadn't left.
It's fucked up, man. It's jacked up. The
Whatever.
worst.
We're both self-centered.
He
but
did the exact same thing
but
to
we're
his
not.
friends he hasn't seen in years. They drive down here this the other night, hour late.
Yeah, it was an
Don't
hour
worry,
late.
I'll pay for it.
Sorry, I got
These are
dinner.
grown-ass people with their own money. I'll pay for it.
I tend
Bryan.
to spread things. I'm late. You said it. I'm late.
Late all the
Apologize.
time.
Listen, man. You know, we got to work on being. Keep going.
No,
That's a
for
really
sure
good,
include yourself.
good question.
That was a good question. Tough on the spot. It's a little too early for that.
I'll try to keep the on-the-spot ones to a minimum. Next one's from @Cal Havervold, at Bryan Callen, at Brendan Schaub. Would Bryan rather have a full head of good hair for the next 20 years, or have Big Brown's body for the next 10?
I'll take Big Brown's body.
For 10 years?
I mean,
That was too easy. Okay, for
clothes is
3
good on you,
years.
bro. Oh, I like the way you fill out an XXL. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that. XL is just a little too small for me. I would go and try shit on and be like, sorry, can't fit in these pants. My ass and legs, what with them being all muscular and whatnot. And I'd say it in that voice.
How
Anybody got a shoehorn and some butter? Can't find my way into these pants.
How about
I'd be so creepy. I'd be so creepy.
I tell Bryan, I go, God, I think we're watching Uriah Faber. I go, man, I wish I was small so I could train with those small guys.
Yeah.
And you go, no, bro, it's good to be king of the beach. Fuck the beach. Forget the beach, man.
I know.
Talking about fighting.
I know.
I
I
don't
was
care
like,
about
nah.
walking onto the beach.
All I do.
All he cares about is dominating beach volleyball.
I'd get a couple apples. I'd get a couple apples tattooed to my cheeks, to my rump, apple bottom, couple apples. And by the way, next time we play volleyball, this is my pledge to you. I'm wearing rip curl shorts. I'm wearing fighter shorts, those little ones. Yeah.
Well, first of all, Rip Curl's a brand
I know, but they're
of just regular
they're
surf
like
shorts.
lycra shorts
You're wearing
with a tight
you're
hot
wearing
pants.
a sunga. You're wearing
I'm
like a
wearing-
man thong.
not a thong. I'm gonna wear tight.
Me too.
Tight.
Well, I do it anyways.
They're gonna be hugging my hips, and I'm gonna look really good. I can't wait. Got them already. Got 'em.
At least get some more competitive people.
We will. You gonna wear the same thing?
Those tight
We'll
shorts.
Instagram some pics.
Yeah. I dominated 17 points straight. I was exhausted.
Man, you had trouble with my serve.
We were on the same team.
No, but when I was serving to you, you had trouble. You panic a little bit, and that's all right.
Again, you put your friend. I see. Don't
I
bring my crew
I
up
stick
there.
you.
Don't bring
I
my
stick
crew up
you
there.
with-
'Cause
I
we
stick
will
you with the
shit all
wrong
over you
people.
guys. Bryan brings his crew up there, and it's like
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
One guy's got rickets.
Oh, hey, you want to play
Yeah.
volleyball?
Somebody-
Brendan Schaub. I'm like, oh, great, man. And they put him on my team. This guy literally had the flu. He's like, I don't feel good.
He
bro.
had
I get the
pneumonia.
flu."
He had pneumonia.
I'm like, what are you doing out here, man?
Yeah.
Ball hits him right in the face right
Yeah,
away.
He had pneumonia.
Driving me nuts.
Yeah.
I told him, just hang out in the corner. It's like in Little League, you put him in right field when you're real shitty. You put him in right
One
field.
guy's never
no one
done-
can hit it far enough out there.
Right.
So I was like, you just hang out in the back.
One guy's
left.
got a colostomy bag. Another guy's,
Don't bring your friends anymore.
All right.
They at least have to play the requirement. They at least have to play a high school
High
sport.
school sports. I've had some pretty unathletic people out there.
Ugh.
Like genuinely unathletic. Like
What about Tailpiece? Smartest guy I know, speaks 8 languages, 10
Oh,
languages.
Tailpiece. Hunter Motz,
Hunter Motz-
who's our favorite, who's my boy. And not an athlete.
One of the smartest people you ever meet. Has a huge ass on him.
Call him tailpiece.
The worst dresser I've ever seen in my life. First of all, he wore those khaki shorts.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
Yeah,
he's a nerd.
My grandma wears those khaki shorts, and he's a super nerd.
Super nerd. In a good way.
Horrible at volleyball.
The worst.
So bad.
And knows it too. Knows it.
No effort either.
No, he's too smart. He's like whatever with volleyball. All right, next question.
Again, don't bring.
Hunter's always fun though. You gotta have.
He's
him.
a good guy. Yeah.
Gotta have him around.
He gets chicks with his brain. He's the first guy I've ever seen get chicks with his brain. That's how smart he is.
Yeah, and funny.
Chicks with his brain.
He's awesome. He's just fun to be around.
All right, next one. We're doing from @Mintaka7843. Who would Brendan Schaub pick in a fight between Bryan Callen and Chris D'Elia?
Oh no, I'd kill Chris. I'd kill Chris on his best day, and he knows it. And I hope he's listening. I'd take him down. I'll do any. You can tell me what you want me to do. I'll double leg him, single leg him. I'll ankle pick. I'll do duck under. I'll arm drag him. I'll punch him in the face. But I love him, so
I'll take Bryan. I'll take Bryan. Yeah.
Chris would not fight back.
Yeah, Chris grew up in Hollywood, correct? His dad was a successful producer.
It'd be like,
no, he's screwed.
It'd be like if you took a stork and broke its wings and then had it try to fight me. I'd kick its legs out.
No, Chris grew up playing grab ass with Bruce Jenner in Malibu while Bryan was in New York, and at least he has some idea of what's going on. Yeah, Chris would be screwed.
Yeah.
All right, next one from @Markhor1988. It is, where did that question go? What could Lyoto Machida have done better against Chris Weidman?
I don't know, man. He just got kind of those first couple rounds. He just got dismantled, and with Machida,
he could have been more aggressive, maybe.
It's not his style. Man. No, that's stupid. That's what people tell me. Right. It's stupid. It's styles. Styles make fights. Yeah. If you're back foot counter fire, say, oh, you got to switch and be more aggressive. Well, I've been fighting for 12 years. Oh, you want me to switch and be fucking Mike Tyson tonight because the guy won't come forward?
Well, what do you do? Otherwise, you're going to lose.
Well, that's what happened. So the thing is, he didn't lose because of his style. He did 100%. He didn't lose because of his style. He lost. Weidman was just a better fighter. He dealt with not getting punched. He dealt with not getting countered. He took that away from him.
Adjusting to the fact that somebody's in your grill in the game plan. I mean, how?
Well, that's what everyone tries doing with Machida. Yeah. Look at Ryan Bader. No, I'm going to wait, go forward, bam, knocked out.
Right.
That's it. That's his style. So you can't tell a guy who's been doing freaking karate off his back foot since he was
and been
1 year old.
At it.
Successful? Yeah, world champion. Yeah. So you're going to say, oh, listen, man, we need you to come forward like freaking John Jones now.
Right.
It doesn't happen. It's stupid.
Right. So nothing then.
I mean, listen. At least in the fourth and fifth round, he started mixing it up, letting his hands go. He could have let himself go a little more, but you can't say go forward. You can't do that.
Just let your hands and feet go a little more in the first and second.
You know what? Take more chances.
All right.
I'd say take more chances.
All right.
Go ahead. Two more. This one's coming from @LacrosseRob, Brendan Schaub, and Bryan Callen. When, if ever, do you think there will be a fitting opponent for Ronda?
I don't know. I said it before. I think that I said before that the fitting opponent for Ronda is, in my opinion, I think it was who was that kickboxer who took Cyborg out who did really well. You get a high level striker, and there are high level strikers that can hang.
This
with
is
Ronda,
so stupid. This is what he keeps saying.
Who can stuff the takedown?
There is Bryan.
Who can stop?
Who
can stop Ronda from
I'd
taking
love to hear
her
this.
the way Machida did to Weidman?
So this is great. Oh yeah, you should tell Dana this. So get the high level striker, teach him wrestling on a 6-week notice, and because it's so easy, and then go fight Ronda.
Very tough.
Go do that. Oh, and by the way, these girls are playing grab ass on Access TV where they're the main event. Yeah. Big difference when you take them from that and they're playing grab ass on the prelims of the UFC, and then they get launched to the main event and they're fighting the Mike Tyson of girls MMA.
Yeah.
They're they've lost before they've even begun to get the fight going. You know what I'm saying? Homegirl lasted 16 seconds, didn't even know what the fuck happened. Literally was like, oh my God, I was just wrapping my hands and now I just got my ass whipped in 16 seconds. God. And Alex Davis, at least Liz Carmouche, people know Liz Carmouche, at least she gave it a go. At least she kind of had her back and people were like, oh, that was a cool fight. These Sarah McMahon, Alexis Davis, no one remembers for these fights now. They don't remember. So that was the UFC's trying to build up these girls and give them title shots so you remember their name, but they're getting their ass whooped so easy and so fast, it's done nothing for them. It builds Ronda.
But that still says you could find somebody who can. First of all, there are people who can hang with a striking. Yeah, true or false? Women. Yes.
In the UFC, no.
No, there are high level.
In the UFC,
strikers.
no, Brian. In the UFC, no.
But there are high level strikers in K1
the world?
yes.
In K1. So you want to take a K1 guy, bring him to the UFC, see how he does.
That's the problem.
What a stupid idea.
They've also got to be able to wrestle.
Stupid ass
Here's
idea.
what you do.
Here's what you do.
No.
You grab the best striker girl in the world, download Wrestling 101, and then have her fight Ronda. But then you're going to need to download
All right,
Jiu-Jitsu
here's
101.
my question, bro. Here's my question.
And Judo 101.
Hold.
You could easily do that.
Hold.
Though. It's so easy.
Here's my question. You take a high-level striker.
Hold. I just wish you were a little more educated.
Listen.
Sometimes I want to snap your neck.
High-level striker. Now you take her and you say, look, for 1 year you're going to work with all these Olympians and all these.
Brian,
1 year.
Brian,
Yeah.
come up on it a little bit.
You're going to work with all these Olympians, all these high-level wrestlers.
Which Ronda's been doing since she was
Okay,
in diapers.
Is it possible for a very good athlete after a year to be able to at least neutralize
Not a chance.
takedown?
Nope. A Ronda Rousey takedown,
Yes.
and you have a year?
Yes.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not in a year if you're a really good athlete.
No.
Working with really good people.
Nope. A year, Brian, to
All right.
compete at a world-class level. You're talking about the greatest women's fighter of all time,
Yeah.
and you get a year to defend her takedown?
Yeah.
A year?
Yes. Not enough.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go train, and
Well, you're talking about a fighter who can punch and kick at the same time. So Ronda's
that's
dealing with that.
completely different. That's
Well,
punching, kicking, takedown in wrestling completely
Keeping
different.
her away and then stopping the takedown the way Machida does. That's not happening in a year.
Oh, the way Machida does. Oh, these girls. Machida's been fighting since he was 2 years old, the way Machida does. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop fighting for a year. I'm just going to watch tape on fucking Eddie Murphy, and I'm going to jump on stage and just sell out the arenas.
You're right. You're right.
Or I'm gonna watch Leonardo DiCaprio and just watch how he does it for a year. I'm gonna lock myself in a room, Leonardo DiCaprio. Then I'm gonna go star in the next Spider-Man.
You're right.
Hey everyone, Spider-Man 5, Big Brown.
No,
That's how easy it is.
But I'm baiting you
Shut
here.
your
I'm
yapper.
baiting you
Next
here.
question.
I'm baiting you here because it's very interesting that to be on that level, it's basically not happening unless you've been wrestling for a long time.
Listen, man, I've been wrestling for 10 years now.
Right.
If you put me in there with Cain Velasquez, I'm probably gonna get taken down. And I'm I'd say I'm at a very high level, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Ranked in the top, right?
100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna get taken down.
You're still going to take him down.
It's just he's been doing it for his entire life.
Right.
Now, when we get down, there's a different deal. All right.
Hey, we didn't ask you to expand on that.
Sorry, man.
He's up.
Gotta defend myself.
He's up. But that's interesting. That's and I know that because I've talked to other guys who say you don't understand what it's like.
Don't back it up.
No.
Now. Don't act like
I'm
you've been
baiting
there.
you because you don't understand. Like what they always say about Daniel Cormier, you don't understand what it's like to be grabbed by an Olympic wrestler. It's different between a D1 and an Olympic
Listen,
wrestler. You know,
when DC fought Pat Cummins is a very high level wrestler. Division I, Penn State.
Yep.
He's not hearing a peep out of DC's wrestling. You're talking about different level.
Sure.
And this is a guy who grew up wrestling.
Yep.
And then Ronda, judo. Her mom, she had her in freaking a gi tossing bitches on the playground.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And then you're going to take a girl and like, hey, you got a year. And for Ronda, she come in right now, toss the best in the world. It's just what she does.
Right now.
It's
her language.
No warm up.
God. All right. Good.
All right, cool. We'll end it on this one. This one's from Roe Orland. This is a very appropriate question for you guys. How do you feel about male fighters or males taking octagon girl duties during women's fights?
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Love
it makes sense. It's a little weird when Ariane's walking around and Ronda's about to fight, right? It's like a little like, this is kind of weird.
Get dudes, man.
Get some dudes.
Get dudes.
But what kind of dude do you get? Like a beefy dude
You
to
get
walk
Brian
around?
Callen.
Well,
you get like
how do you do it?
comedians.
I mean, we get fighters to do announcing duties and be analysts.
You think
maybe?
I think
You know
it'd be
where I'm
great.
going with this.
No,
Big Brown should definitely in a sunga.
No.
Would you do it?
No.
If they
No.
give you,
You
all right,
couldn't
what about
do it.
like compression shorts? So it's something that's like it's not super
Yeah.
revealing.
No,
but
you're
it's
not going to get
it's
you're
nice and
probably not
tight.
going to get a fighter to
You're
do
n-
it because fighters are like
No, but let's say they did decide to hire male ring card dudes.
Yeah.
Would you get models? Like, do you get what do we do?
Yeah.
Because the ring card girls are just promotional
No,
models.
you either get
know?
model dudes or you get guys like me, like idiots who are willing to do it.
You can't
'cause
do
it's
idiots
funny.
because it has to be serious, right? What
Yeah.
do you do?
Yeah, you have to do serious.
You get
Why?
home.
What do you mean it has to be serious? Why?
Because it's the UFC, Brian.
But
that's like having fat cheerleaders at the NFL. Oh, hey, it's fun and games.
No one's gonna show up to the fights anymore if you know that at least twice during a card you're gonna be staring at some like 300-pound man waddle around in a
Who
circle.
looks like an armadillo just.
First of all, though, it's such a male-dominated, event.
No, it's not. We have a ton of female
Yeah,
fans.
but they're there with their guys.
No, not at all. Females. Are you kidding me? Guys in spandex fighting each other?
Yeah.
We had a big female following.
Yeah.
I don't know how you go about it. I don't know if you get because these models kind of sissies, right? And then you're at the UFC, so I don't know, man.
Nah, you get hot guys like Chippendale guys.
See, I don't think you want them too big and beefy because everyone's like, what is going on here? Are these fighters walking around? I think you get guys like, this is so weird
You
to
get
talk
hot
about.
guys.
You like a
Hot
I don't know.
guys.
I don't even know.
Why you're blushing? You're
I
blushing,
feel
bro.
uncomfortable talking about this. I don't know what you do though.
Let's get some hot guys.
What about homeboy? Homeboy, you know who got arrested? He's just this dime piece of a picture.
Oh,
yeah.
You get guys
that
like that.
guy.
You get like average guys.
The
who smoke
mugshot
shows.
guy. Mugshot guy.
What do you call a smoke show for a dude?
I don't know, man. You just call him hot. Let's get the hot guy meter hits red hot at the UFC during the girl fights.
That is weird. That will never happen.
Is
first of
it?
all. That will never
But
happen.
is it?
Because never mind.
And do they
I don't
blow a
wanna get in
kiss
trouble
into the
again.
camera?
No.
Why,
They
dude?
They throw a fist in the camera.
Hey, bro,
They
blow
put the card
a
down and
kiss.
go,
Nah, blow a kiss.
No, don't.
Blow a kiss. Blow a kiss.
Stick their tongue out.
Guys.
They just look in the camera and go, and sit down.
Big old dongs wrapped up in Speedo.
Get some of the guys from Zumanity.
Guys, sponsored by Speedo. It's just called Guys.
Just lubed up.
Hey, boys, it's time for Guys. I wonder how Mike Goldberg would talk about that. And the very handsome John.
The handsome Bryan.
And the
Always good to see the handsome Bryan.
There he is. And Zoltan, this big dick stud, walks around this ring. He stalks it like a jungle cat. That's right. He's got shoulders as broad as the beaches he swims from and big old angry muscular legs.
Yeah, does it turn into like a strip club? We got Dave around the octagon.
There he is.
Big Dave, put your hands together for Dave.
Dave looks like he's sporting a chubby, and he should. God bless that Speedo, and God bless those cheeks. Those legs could squeeze you. How come this guy hasn't got me in his guard? Anyway.
This is ridiculous.
Too much?
Little
Too
much. Let's end it on Dave around the octagon. Listen, peeps, appreciate you. Loved you at the expo. The live Q&A with Bryan and myself.
We
fighting
were
the kid.
excited.
Went great.
Hey, and
We love
Henry
you.
Gracie, thanks so much for doing that selfie ambush.
That was great,
so
right?
funny. The selfie ambush on Instagram was very good.
You can get all the shirts wearing those ridiculous Fighting the Kid shirts and Abbott Kenny Fight Club shirts if you want to be part of the squad.
Come see me at the
www.thefighterinthekidshop.com. Get them there. Bryan, where are you gonna be at?
I'm gonna be July 18th and 19th. I'll be at the West Palm Beach Improv stand-up comedy from Bryan Callen. Then I'll be at the in Fort Myers at Off the Hook Comedy Club. It is
Off the hook, telling jokes,
because my
giving out
comedy
hooks.
is off the hook. All
Off
right,
the hook.
Let's go eat.
Fighting the Kid, we're out.